I always tell him he's probably, without question, the sharpest promoter in the business. His outfit probably is more than my car combined. So I want to bring up the distinguished CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe. Also want to acknowledge TBE, Floyd Money Mayweather as well, who has helped to set the groundwork for Gervonta Davis. Leonard, great to see you again. You look impeccably dressed, but what a night here at Staples Center. You talk about how there's levels to this game. And tonight it was a packed house, star-studded, celebrity-filled. This has been a vision that you and Floyd have had for Gervonta since Gervonta burst onto the scene. This just didn't happen overnight. And lo and behold, we continue to see that Gervonta Davis is not just the big, but he's an enormous ticket seller and a box office draw anywhere that he goes here in the country and around the world.
Couldn't have said it any better. I'd like to thank all the fans who came out tonight. I thought it was a tremendous fight. I've said all along that Cruz is going to be tough. I knew exactly what he was bringing to the table. It was a reason why he was ranked in the top 10 across the board in each and every organization. But again, what Gervonta Davis showed you guys tonight, that another facet to his game, that he's also a tremendous boxer. And I was glad to see him kind of box circles around him.
What about the pay-per-view business? I mean, you know, who would have thought people were saying, oh, pay-per-view business is dead? No, Gervonta Davis, this man is a pay-per-view fighter, and he proved it again with his third straight headlining fight against Isaac Cruz, no less, on a Sunday.
Yeah, again, as we always say, as Floyd always says, levels to this. And again, Gervonta Davis has proven that he's an attraction and one of the biggest attractions in the sport, and he's one of the best fighters in the entire world.
When you were watching the fight, Leonard, what was your thoughts? I thought it was a tremendous fight, and I think that both guys, their stocks have risen, you know, with the fact of that they both went at it throughout the course of the fight over 12 rounds.
Oh, no doubt. It was all action. And again, you know, I keep saying this, that you guys got to stop disrespecting these fighters, calling them bums just because they don't have high-profile names. You know, it was Isaac Cruz Super Bowl tonight. These guys are going to get up each and every night when they're fighting the best in the division. I've seen it over the last 25 years when guys were fighting Floyd. They're just going to get up and they're going to bring their best, and you just have to be prepared. And Tank showed you why he's at the level that he is. Again, I thought Tank boxed really well. You know, and again, hats off to Cruz. He fought a terrific fight.
If you have questions for Leonard Ellerbe, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, by all means, raise your hand. And got a question over here. And
Eric Roman with Boulevard Boxing. We look forward to Bud in the future. Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford is a 147-pounder. Gervonta Davis is a 135-pounder. Tank is a 135-pounder. Next question.
Wait for the mic to come your way. Keith Idek's got a question for you, Leonard.
Leonard, how close of a fight did you see it as from your vantage point?
Well, we weren't really scoring it. I wasn't. Tank clearly won to me, you know, a unanimous decision. It was a good fight. Tank, he showed his boxing skills. You know, we knew Cruz's style. He was a pressure fighter, comes forward. Tank kept turning him and turning him. And it was evident that Tank's hand was hurt at some point early in the fight. I knew, you know, he had a little damage, you know, in camp, but no excuses. Hats off to Cruz. He fought a terrific fight, and we expected that.
More questions for Mike?
Hey, Leonard, Mike Coppinger, ESPN. First off, you know, obviously Tank's another great turnout for him. You have a couple of fights in, 2 fights this year. 2022, is this going to be the year we get the big fight, though, for Tank? Like maybe the Ryan Garcias, the Devin Haney's? What do you see for him?
Well, any fight that Tank fights in is a big fight. And no disrespect, Mike, but the guys that you guys say are the big fights, they're not big fights. Tank Davis is the cash cow in the division, and he showed you again tonight, you know, come out west and, you know, another sellout. And again, there's levels to what he's doing. But again, we're going to continue to fight the top guys out there, and everyone just have to keep on leveling up.
No, well, look, agreed that Tank Davis is definitely the biggest star in the division, but surely a fight with Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney does way bigger numbers than a fight with Cruz. No, I'm not saying this wasn't a good event. It was, but I'm saying next year.
I would love to see Tank fight the biggest names that are out there, and whoever continues to prove themselves. But the guys that you say, not you personally, but they say who are the best guys out there. Like, for instance, I think Isaac Cruz is better than some of these guys that you're talking about. You know, just because he doesn't have a big name, how do you think he would have did against a Ryan Garcia, for an example, tonight? There you go. but to answer your question, whatever the fans want, that's what we're going to give them. But we're going to do it on our terms. And I'm going to continue to say that, on our terms. We're not going to go out there, again, and overpay a fighter just because y'all say he's a big name fighter. It don't work like that. The business doesn't work like that. We're not in the business of fucking off money like some of these other promoters.
These motherfuckers losing. These other promoters losing money, but that's what they don't know. We not in the game to lose money. I don't need that.
Sorry.
We not in the fight game to lose money. We in the fight game for the fighter to make money. We not trying to get rich off these fighters because I've already been rich, and I'm rich, wealthy. But we all know Tank box circles around that guy. Was the guy very aggressive? Did he land some big shots? It's all about an exciting fight. Yeah. He did that, but he clearly got beat. He know he didn't win. Yeah. You know, and me just being in the fight game, it's really that they don't want. It's not that they don't want to see Tank win because they feel like it's beating me because I dominated the fight game for so long. But these same writers out here, they're praised Canelo. You got so many young champions. Come over here. They'll overlook guys. Come on over here. Come on. Hammer. They'll overlook guys. They'll overlook guys like you. Unbelievable fighter. One of the best fighters in the sport of boxing today. One of the best. They'll overlook guys like you. Little young kid right here. They'll overlook him. But you could take a guy like Canelo. This guy could do. He could pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Motherfucker, easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters. I just left the WBC boxing convention. I flew out to Mexico City for all the fighters, not just black fighters. When I went to Mexico City for all fighters. Every fighter should be treated fair, and everybody should be on the even playing field. So I flew to Mexico to meet with the WBC, to meet with different referees, different officials, so fighters can be treated fair.
I hate when Floyd does this.
We got these judges that's in the fight game right now. These fight judges. Fight judges, 75 years old, 80 years old. When it's time to hang it up, hang it up. I'm not being biased. If I'm 100, if Tank got his ass whooped, I'm gonna say, you know what? He got his ass whooped. Easy fight from what I see. And did the guy come out aggressive? I'll say it probably was 4 rounds the guy could have got, but 8 rounds he's getting outboxed. Turn. The name of the game is boxing. The name of the game is not slugging, because when the fight game is over, when boxing is all over, and you hang it up like me, you still want to be able to have your faculties. You still want to be able to have your brain. That's more important than anything. Fuck the money. Your health is more important than anything. The name of the game is to hit and not get hit. And I was the best at doing it, and I'm going to continue to teach these young fighters. The name of the game is to dish it out and not take it. And then when your career is over, take your money, invest it right so you can have something. These people don't give a fuck about these people don't give a fuck about us. And y'all gonna know that once your career is over. When Muhammad Ali was in the fight game, he was at the top of his game kicking their ass, they hated him. When he can barely walk and talk, that's when they loved him. See, me, they don't like me because I'm a straight shooter. And I was able to become my own boss. At the end of the day, I don't never want to hear nobody talking about, well, Mayweather Promotions, they don't have these many fighters. I don't never want to hear y'all saying y'all working with Al Heyman, but y'all not working with Floyd Mayweather. If you're working with Floyd Mayweather, you working with Al Heyman. You working with Al Heyman, you working with Floyd Mayweather, because we won. So I'm gonna continue to tell Tank, go out there, be the best that you can be, fight, and be smart. See, the problem is that they want to Tank to knock this guy out. Since they didn't see the knockout tonight, oh, now you lost. It's bullshit, man. Man, these people are praised. It's so many fighters that they praise. Y'all talking about this kid Ryan Garcia. Tank got his followers from kicking ass. Ryan Garcia got his followers from YouTubers. There's a difference. So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter? Tank is a fighter. He showed that he can dish it. He can dish it out as well as take it. But we're not in the game to take punishment. Oh. He was turning this guy all night. And this guy know he didn't win. And was he tough? Very tough and rugged. And if I would have fought him when at my peak when I was younger, I probably would have knocked the guy out. This guy tough. He was tough. He brought the smoke, but he got smoked also.
Tag is walking, guys.
Okay.
Floyd, just so you know, we're on live stream, so the fans can hear you if you work that mic if you
I
want.
don't gotta work the
Let you know. So that they can hear you on the stream.
Yeah, but the fans gotta hear because we wanted to loan the fans ball pay-per-view and not stole it. You see, that's what I posted on my social media page. Stop stealing. Yeah, let me talk to the people.
Go ahead. Let me get out of here. You guys go ahead.
Get out the way. Let us take. Get out the way. Let us take over this. Tank, I just had your back. Hey, Tank, I just had your back. I had to scream on these people.
Talk to us about just finding a way to win. Period. You mentioned time after time.
I just don't like. I don't like that you guys are constantly disrespecting. You constantly disrespecting Tank. You disrespecting so many fighters. Even like Lara. If you go back and look at the Lara versus Canelo, fight could have went either way. Tank, I want to say this to you in front of the world. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your team. Barry, Calvin, y'all done a hell of a job. Tank, I'm proud of you. You showed that you condition. You showed that you can box. You showed that you can dish it out as well as take it. And even though I wasn't able to be at this training camp, you showed that you hungry and you one of the best in the sport of boxing. I'm proud of you. If nobody in this room is proud of you, I'm proud of you. From day one, when you first came to me, when I autographed your phone when you was a young kid, I seen something in you then. Now, I don't know who was with me. I think, and actually that was the Canelo tour when I seen you, right? Mm-hmm. And I just want to let you know I'm proud of you. If nobody else is proud of you, I'm proud of you. Continue to go out there and win. Be a great father. Be a great son. And continue to lead the young guys that's under you. You lead the way for them just like I led the way for you.
I just want to say thank everybody for coming out, people that watch on Showtime, people and came to the arena. Isaac Cruz and his team, my personal team, Mayweather Promotions, Al Heyman, Showtime. Just want to appreciate everybody that, had their hands on in this event. I think that, tonight was successful, just not because I won, but, the big event that we put on. It's a little tough in LA right now as far as the corona stuff, but we pulled it off. So I want to thank everybody for coming out.
First question in the back.
Tank, I know you have to get your hand examined still, but how bad do you get the sense that it is now, and is it maybe something that you haven't felt before, or can you tell us what you're feeling in your hand right now?
I think that this is the first time it ever happened to me. I feel like not just one knuckle, but a couple of them. My hand's shaking a little bit, but that's ain't no big deal. I got the job done, so we move on.
Tank, congratulations on the performance.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to take a long rest, and you deserve one. But when you kind of survey the landscape, I know you said they're all easy work, but is there a guy that you, like, it really gets you excited out there?
Any one of them top guys, you know, I feel as though I'm the best at 135. You know, I think I'm the best at, you know, what I do. I feel as though none of them guys can beat me. And, you know, time will tell.
Okay, next one down here.
Champ, sorry, my question is I have two questions. My first question is for Floyd. Does this, with the injury to Tank, does this fight kind of remind you of the Castillo fight? You know, most people thought that you won that fight pretty clean, but then the public, you know, thought it was real close. You did a rematch. What's your thoughts on the parallels between the Castillo fight and this fight you've seen tonight?
I was dealing with this. Throughout my whole. Well, I had people jealous of me throughout my whole career before a professional. Jealousy comes with the territory. I sell an arena out every time, and I say to myself, y'all people not tired. Y'all done been here 50. We done sold the arena out 50 times, and y'all keep coming up short. We could do it 50 more times. Y'all gonna keep coming up short. What's meant to be in life is meant to be. And Cruz, and as far as what Cruz would take, he know he didn't win. No, he didn't win at all. And if Tank really would have lost the fight, I would have said he lost. And of course, we in California. This is Mexico. So, I mean, if you don't fight in Mexico, this is the closest place. Texas and California is like fighting in Mexico, basically. But Cruz is a tough competitor, very, very tough competitor. Tank did exactly what I asked him to do. Turn him, box him, turn him, make him miss, make him pay. That's what he did.
Tank, Danny Alvarez behind the gloves. First and foremost, congratulations on, you know, another victory. Saw the back and forth between yourself and Ryan after your fight. What'd you make of his comments that he made to you and to Floyd?
Yeah, Instagram fighter. We don't worry about him. YouTuber, yeah. He's a pretty girl. That's what he is. And he just talk.
Thanks for that.
You know, we tried. Hold on. I don't know what he said, but we tried to make this fight. For those that don't know, we tried to make this fight before. The kid Ryan Garcia. We tried to make the fight. He chose. What happened, Leonard? You know. Get a whole breakdown.
Yeah. I tried to make the fight, and they didn't want to fight. Bottom line. Say it again. Yeah, exactly.
He said that I guess he was going to do an exhibition with Pacquiao instead of fight. You know, you get to do an exhibition when you retire, so you can't be doing an exhibition when you're young and active. Real fights.
Kyle.
Andre Johnson, Zinger News. Tank, tremendous fight, great fight. 3 fights, 3 sellouts. To many, you become the face of boxing. If you had your choice, what's next? What do you want next? What do you want?
I want, you know, as far as I don't think I'm the face of boxing right now. I'm happy to be in the position I am right now, but I feel as though I got a lot more to improve. You know, I feel as though that if I keep doing it, I can, you know, it's no limit. You know what I mean? But as far as me, whoever they put in front of me, be whoever they put in front of me. You know what I mean? I can't just, you know, go out here and say, I want to fight this guy, I want to fight this guy. That's why you don't never hear me calling nobody out, because I'm supposed to do my job to fight whoever's in front of me. You know what I mean? I feel as though I'm the top guy and prove it. You know, so they call me out, and, you know, when the time comes, it comes.
Right here.
Marcus Hayes, Fight Up TV. Tank, I want to congratulate you like everybody else has for an outstanding performance tonight. In particular, I want to ask you, when we talk to these fighters day in and day out, the most astute of you guys always talk about the give and take, the back and forth, and we saw that tonight. Talk to us about how you're able to absorb punishment and immediately come back and dish it out, and it's back and forth and back and forth. How do you stay locked in like that?
I don't think I, took any punishment. I feel as though I'm fresh. I could go another 12 rounds right now, but when you got somebody, we in a fight game. I knew that he wasn't coming to lay down. That's why I told y'all before I was like ready to go 12 rounds. You know what I mean? So I knew that he was coming, gamed, and I've been in his position before, so I knew that he was coming strong. So I just did what I had to do. When I hurt my hand, I try to play it off a little bit and get the job done by any means.
Lastly, while Isaac was up here with his family and with his dad, he mentioned kind of that he thought that he made you gun shy at some points in the fight. Can you comment on that?
Nah, I don't think I was gun shy, but I would say if we fight again, I'll knock him out.
You said no, but now are you interested in actually running it back with him? Now that we're talking about this?
I mean, some people feel like they think he won, so if the fans want it, then nah, I can't even say if the fans want it, but I mean, whoever best out there, what's the best opportunity? I ain't turning down nothing. It's never been a time where somebody, my promoters, Leonard or Floyd came to me and said, we want you to fight such and such, and I was like, no, that's not a good idea. Or I'll, you know what I mean? I fight whoever they put in front of me, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I feel as though that the time will tell. Time will tell for sure.
Question here is for Floyd. Floyd, during the Barrios fight, you had a very honest assessment of Tank during the fight when you were in his corner. In this fight as well, you were standing, you were giving him your feedback. What were you telling him, and what was your assessment of the fight as it was happening?
Well, with the Barrios fight, I want to say this. I told him about the unofficial. Never said official. So I don't want you guys to get certain things mixed up. I said unofficial. With this fight, I was just, you want the best. And it's not even I want to see him win. If I don't make one dime, if he make all the money, this is all about the talent receiving all the credit. I had my time, and what I was telling him was I want him to be the best. I've been in that position before, fighting guys like that, and if a guy throw a few good shots and a guy may win a couple rounds, then it's no different from the Marcos Maidana fight. If a guy wins 3 rounds or 4 rounds, they're gonna say he won the fight. So they was expecting Tank to knock this guy out tonight. So since he didn't knock the guy out, then they're gonna say he lost. That's how it works.
All right, we got 2 more down here and then time for just a couple more. Hey, Tank, first of all, congratulations on your victory. How would you rate your performance tonight? How did you get frustrated? How difficult was it? And Leonard and Floyd, would you compare this fight to when Floyd fought Carlos Hernandez? I know it was a fight that you convincingly won, but it gave you a difficult time.
Do you think he gave me a difficult time? Honestly.
Yes.
You have to, but Tank, you have to realize that most time we have to teach these so-called boxing specialists and these people, these boxing journalists about boxing. They really don't know. It's like what Roger Mayweather say. May he rest in peace. They don't know shit about boxing. So we have to teach them about boxing. We're not saying that he wasn't aggressive. He was aggressive. Did he throw a few good body shots and a few good head shots throughout the fight? That comes with the territory. It's not all. You can't be the only one throwing all the punches. Then it wouldn't be a fair fight. Yes, Coach Calvin. Let me get Coach Calvin. I said the same thing. They never
Let me
gonna
explain something to y'all. Young in hand got hurt in camp. He never complained about it. He came out here and put on a hell of a show. That's the bottom line. He fought this kid with one hand. He came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. And if you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to get this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue-collar way. We're trying to bring boxing back.
Steven Guadagno, Carol Artist Sports. Tank, congratulations, man. Right here. This is the first time you fought a shorter fighter in a long time. Talk to me about that and how that might have made him, you know, I don't know, just talk about that and how that affected your game plan in the fight.
It wasn't really, I wasn't really uncomfortable, you know, fighting a short fighter. The only thing was when I was throwing my punches, it was hitting on the top of his head, so that's why my hand was hurting so bad. So I think that's why I didn't get the knockout, because he was shorter, and then, you know what I mean, I ain't want to dip down to like really low to his level, because I didn't want to get caught with, you know, a strong shot, and, you know, so I just, you know, did what I did. You know, I didn't want to hurt my hand too bad, but once I started catching them, I couldn't resist it. Thank
Last question in the back, please.
I just want to clarify with Calvin and perhaps with Tank too. You came into the fight with a hand injury. That's what Calvin is saying.
Yeah, but I don't want to put it on my hand. You know what I mean? I did what I did. This about boxing. You know what I mean? I knew I was coming in this fight. You know what I mean? So forget the hand. I did what I had to do.
Thanks, Tank.
Okay, thank you to the lightweight world champ on a terrific performance. Great
The best
fight.
lightweight.
That's right. Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerby, Mayweather Promotions, Coach Calvin.
GTD, too.
GTD. Yes. Barry, thank you guys very much. Good evening.